What is up, my crafty friends? My name is Carrie and I want to welcome you to my channel today. Whether it's your first visit or you're a returning subscriber, I want to say welcome, my friend. I'm super excited to share this video with you today because y'all, we're going to be playing around with the Cricut Infusible Inks. I'm going to show you how easy it is to create this gorgeous set of custom coasters for your home. Happy October, y'all. It is finally here, and I love October the best because it is my birthday month. But not only am I going to get presents this year for my birthday, you're going to be able to get presents as well. I've teamed up with Cricut to bring you an awesome giveaway. I'll give you more details down in the description box below, so be sure to follow the link and find out exactly what you need to do to enter. It's an amazing prize package, and a huge shout out to Cricut for sponsoring this video and this giveaway. It's going to start today, October the 1st, and it's going to go through October the 28th, which is my birthday. Every Wednesday from now until October the 28th, I'm going to release a brand new video from Cricut and a brand new code word. So you're going to have the chance to follow that link and enter that code word for like mega entries. There's also other ways to enter too that do not require you to listen. If you miss the code word, you can always hit replay so you can listen for it. Good luck to everybody entering the giveaway, and I'm so excited to be able to do this for y'all. Y'all, my little channel is so close to reaching 100,000 subscribers, and when that happens, that means I get the silver button from YouTube, and that is just going to make me the happiest girl in the world. This has been an incredible journey this last year, and I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has made that happen. We're almost there, so if you've got anybody that's into DIYs or into Dollar Tree or just having fun in general, be sure to share my channel with them so they can join us for all of this fun. So that's enough talking, y'all. Let's start DIYing. I'm not even kidding, y'all. When I hit this open button on my Explore Air 2, it just makes my little heart sing because I know something amazing is about to happen. The supplies I'm going to be using today are the ceramic coasters and the Infusible Ink pens, as well as the Infusible Ink Transfer Sheets, and this is in the pattern Watercolor. I'm also using my Cricut Explore Air 2 and my Easy Press 2 as well from Cricut. Now, not from Cricut is this hammer mill laser paper, but Cricut does suggest that you use a laser paper when you're working with the Infusible Ink Markers. Okay, so here's the design that I created in Cricut Design Space. I'm happy to share this design with you if you want to recreate it for yourself, and I'll put the link down in the description box below. So let's go ahead and hit Make It. It's going to go ahead and sort our projects onto our mats, and the first thing that we want to do is to hit Mirror. This is going to make sure that our images, when we flip them over, are going to print right side up. Now, they're also a little bit too close together, so I'm just going to move these around just a little bit so that we have a little bit more room. I am going to go ahead and load in my Infusible Ink Marker. And now we're going to hit Continue. Now, the great thing about the Cricut Design Space software is it tells you exactly what you're going to need. See, it says that we load our pen into clamp A, and we're going to hit our load button. And off we go. Now, I will admit my load button did not work the first time, so I had to put it in again. And off to the races we go. Our little Infusible Ink pen is just drawing away. I love watching this happen. Okay. It does take a few minutes for the entire pattern to be drawn, but once it's done, this is what we've got. Now, I will admit, if I had the little thinner markers, I might would have used those, but I didn't, but I still like the way this looks. So I'm going to flip my mat over, and I'm going to take off my copy paper. And I know you're probably thinking, what in the world are you going to do with that copy paper? But this is how we put our designs onto our coasters. Okay, now I'm going to cut my designs apart. And for this, I'm just going to use my scissors that came with my Cricut tools. The next thing I'm going to do is to go to Google and type in Cricut Heat Press Guide, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to my bookmark so that I've got it handy for the next time. So you're going to select your heat press material, also your base material, and hit Apply. Now this is going to bring up how many seconds you need to press your project as well as the temperature. You're also going to get the stacking order. Just be aware that the stacking order is from the bottom up because the Cricut Easy Press 2 is what's going to end up on top. Now be aware that you're working with the ceramic coasters and they're going to be super duper hot. So let's go ahead and set our temperature as well as our time onto our Easy Press 2. Now while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and work with my transfer paper here. Let's open these up. They're so pretty. Now they do come in this black plastic sleeve, and when you're done you want to make sure that you put them back in this sleeve because that's what's going to protect them. Now in this package is also your parchment paper. You're going to use that to set on top of your design before you put your heat press on the top. And y'all look at the colors. Now don't be alarmed when you open up your package and your designs do look a little bit dull. I promise you once they're pressed with the Easy Press 2, they're really going to come together. And see, here's our parchment paper that also comes in the package. Let's take a look at the other colors in here. And y'all, I'm not even kidding, they do look a little bit dull. So now I'm just going to load in my paper and go ahead and cut the circles to put on my coasters. Flip over my mat. You can see where I didn't have my mat loaded very good the first time with my infusible ink, and it did right on the top, but that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut out our coaster. Again, I'm using my scissors from my accessories. And at first, you want to just kind of take your transfer sheet and sort of roll it. They call this the cracking method. You want to kind of break up the edges. You can see it's a little bit hard to get those edges off. So you don't want to go around the outside edge. It's a lot easier if you use the inside edge where it's already cut. Just like that. And it just peels away. Just weed off the excess. See how dull it looks? Wait until the magic happens though. So now I'm going to repeat this process for my other 3 colors, and then I'm going to put it back into my bag. Next, I'm going to be using my heat-resistant Cricut transfer tape. You want to make sure that you clean your coasters super well. It actually comes with a lint-free cloth that you clean them with. And we're going to take our coaster and flip it upside down onto the top of our transfer sheet that we cut. And I'll use a little bit of this heat-resistant tape to secure it in place. Now this is the bottom of the coaster that you're looking at here, and then this is the top. Okay, now here is the stacking order as well as the supplies that you're going to need. I'm going to go ahead and tape down my other piece, and now we're going to put it onto our mat. I've got a piece of cardstock here, and then I'm going to do just like the stacking order says. Put my design face up, then my coaster goes face down, the butcher paper goes on top of that, and then our Easy Press 2 goes on the very top of that. Just be aware, if you're not very comfortable doing 2 pieces at one time, you can press these individually. Okay, now this is done. The most important thing you want to remember is to let these cool off completely. If you touch this, y'all, you will burn yourself. Okay, so mine have allowed to cool for about 20 or 30 minutes. And y'all look at the colors on these coasters. Aren't they beautiful? They're so shiny and so perfect. Okay, let's see what the other one looks like. Eee, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, look at those gorgeous colors. Y'all, these are so beautiful. And look, you can't even feel it because it is actually in the actual coaster. There's nothing sitting on top. Next, I'm going to take my heat-resistant tape as well as our patterns that we drew with our Infusible Ink Markers, and I'm just going to tape these on top of the designs. Y'all, I'm honestly not sure if this is going to work or not. I haven't seen anybody else to do this, and so yeah, it's going to be a little experiment, but here goes nothing. Just going to tape these, center them up and tape them to the very top. And then we're going to put them in the same stacking order as we did before. And I really hope this turns out good. I'll repeat that process for the other one. Okay, here goes nothing. Parchment paper back over the top, and my Easy Press 2 back on top of that for another 240 seconds at 400 degrees. Okay, so they've allowed to cool off, and y'all, let's take this off and see what it looks like. Okay, you can see this is why they tell you to put cardstock on the bottom, because the ink does bleed through slightly. Whoa! Y'all, look how gorgeous this is. Oh my goodness, I'm not even kidding. I love this. They turned out so stinking cute. Okay, let's see what the other one looks like. Now, I do admit, with this intricate design, I probably would have liked the thinner marker better, but I don't hate the thick one. It looks like tribal tattoos, don't you think? I really hope my friend loves these. I hope every time she looks at these while she's in Germany, she thinks about me and how much I miss her, and I'm ready for her to come back home. The super cool thing about this is it's actually infused into the coaster, so there's nothing to peel off like there would be with vinyl. And y'all, look at how beautiful all four of these turn out. Oh my goodness. Just like you do at the beach. Breathe, unwind, enjoy, and relax. And I love the seashell designs. Now, y'all don't go anywhere just yet, because I'm going to show you how I made a matching little gift box as well as a cute little card to go along with the coasters. It fits the entire theme, and I can't wait to show you. So the first thing I did was to go to my Cricut Design Space and pull up projects. Now from here, I'm going to type in beach gift box, and I'm hoping I get something. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm really kind of digging this Summer Soirees gift box. Looks like I'm going to need 3 different colors, and this is what I'm going to use. So I've got this really pretty deluxe paper from the Belle Citron collection, and this is sort of like a pink on the front, but it's got this really pretty floral on the back. So I'll use that for one part. Next, I'm going to use this true brushed paper, and y'all, look at these papers. The silver is just so stunning, and my friend's favorite color happens to be silver. Okay, I think this is going to be our color palette for our gift box and our card. So let's put that Summer Soiree into our canvas. So the first thing I want to do is to make it just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to select everything and make sure that the edges of my box are at least 4 inches, and I'm still within my 12 by 12 space. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think it might work. So now we're going to hit make it. From here, it's going to bring up that we do need a slightly larger mat, but y'all, I don't have that slightly larger mat, so I'm just going to try to fake it with this mat. I am still within that 12 by 12 size, so I'm hoping it's going to work. So I just loaded in my pink cardstock from our Citron collection, and here we go, cutting it out. That was easy enough. So next we're going to move on to the actual body of the box. And for this one, I do need to load in my stylus. And it actually tells us in our steps that we do need that stylus loaded in. Now, I did change this to the Cardstock Plus material, but I ended up cutting it twice. So if you happen to use this brushed paper, you might want to go into your custom settings and select that brushed paper if you don't want to have to cut it twice. This is a super, super thick paper, and I would rather be safe than sorry. It's a really intricate design. So the first thing it's going to do is to score our design. You can see it's using our stylus, and after it gets through scoring it, it's going to automatically come over and start the cutting process. I just love watching this little machine work. It just fascinates me. Okay, the scoring is done, and now the cutting is starting. And again, it told me I needed a 12 by 24 mat, but I used my 12 by 12 mat and it worked just fine. Okay, our design is all cut out. So next I want to move on to the very last piece that we need to cut, and we're going to repeat that same process. I love that the design software tells you exactly what materials as well as supplies you need to load into your machine. Okay, y'all, we are almost done with this little gift box. Okay, y'all, it's time for our very first code word, and it is imagination. So grab a pencil and a piece of paper and write it down. When you're done watching the video, be sure to click the link in the description box and enter the code word in the giveaway. Okay, so here's our pieces all cut out. And I admit this is my very first time to try to put something like this together that I've cut out with my Cricut. And I started off trying to use a glue stick, and y'all, that is not nearly strong enough for this material that I'm using. So I ended up switching over to my hot glue gun. I do have some scrapbook paper adhesives already on order for the next time. But yeah, this one did not work. So hot glue it is. So I'm just gonna glue down my little pieces and then put our box together. And here we go. Didn't that turn out so pretty? And y'all, I found the matching gift card in the soiree collection, and I used my same matching paper so that everything matches nicely. Isn't that pretty? I went ahead and found an envelope too. And y'all, the entire set turned out so pretty. I cannot wait to get my coasters in here and give this gift to my friend. She's gonna love it. So here we've got our coasters and our gift box and our gift card. And y'all, it is just such a great feeling to get a personalized gift from somebody, don't you think? Somebody that's taken the time to make you something by their own hands just totally shows you that they care. And I think that's one thing that I love most about my Cricut. And giving handmade gifts is one of my most favorite things in the whole wide world. Y'all, here's our finished pieces, and I'm so excited to put all of this together and take it to my neighbor. That does it for today's video, y'all. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up because that will mean the world to me. And also do not forget to write down your code word. Don't forget to follow the link down below to enter your code word for the Cricut giveaway, and also the other ways to enter as well. Y'all, it's gonna be a fantastic and a fun next 4 weeks, and I'm so excited for one lucky winner. Until next time, happy DIYing, y'all.